Morning. I think it's day 6. Headed out, see if we can get some turkeys this morning. We never saw any deer last night when we walked the clear cuts. It's about 4:15, and we're just leaving camp, but need to do a mic check to make sure the phone is working all right, and we should be getting started in about an hour. Hurry up. Right there. See him? Okay, quick update. It's about 2:30. This morning we set up on the ridge, same place we were when we first walked up yesterday and saw all those turkeys, and I got those 2 shots. Ralph was a little bit lower down. I was a little bit higher up. We sat there for, I don't know, probably 2 hours, I'd say. And then I heard 2 shots. So waited a little bit, and I made my way down to where Ralph was. And I think the birds actually saw us when we came in, because the trees that they were roosted in were right next to the ridge that we came up. We didn't know. So they stayed in the trees, stayed up in their roost a lot longer than we would have expected. We didn't know they were there, but I think it was because they saw us. Anyway, so Ralph saw them come down eventually, but instead of coming to the top of the ridge like we kind of anticipated they would, they went down, and so he kind of had to try to hustle down the ridge to get a shot, and he got a shot, but he missed. So we're both 0 for. We should probably have all of our turkey tags filled by now, but anyway, we heard some others around us then, so we tried to coax a few back in, and sat and waited a little bit longer, but ultimately nothing else happened. So then we started walking logging roads, and we didn't see any birds, but we did kick up a really nice bull moose. I got some great video footage of that, I hope. But it was beautiful, and it was close. When we first kicked it up, it was probably 40 yards for me, and then of course it took off, but then I got it again before it left the clearing. Then we hiked all the way around the basin and came back to where we left our packs, and ate and just hung out there for, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes. And now now we're setting up again for the afternoon. And he's back down close to where he was. I'm a little bit further up the ridge. We're just going to see what happens. Probably wait until 5 o'clock or so, and if nothing happens by then, he may get in the tree stand, and then I may take my bow and go walk the clear cuts that we walked last night. So that's the status. We did have some more action again today. Did see some turkeys, but no tags punched yet. All right, I'll check in later. 6 days of grinding. And we've been deer hunting as well. And obviously the first day we're trying to see if we could find some elk too, but finally, I missed 2 shots yesterday. And then I probably should have even had a chance for a third shot at a different time. And I was thinking it just wasn't going to happen, but at least we got 1 turkey down. Finally. Group of, I don't know, maybe 8 of them or so came through. And I was just thinking, man, if they would come through over here, it'd be perfect. I literally just thought that. Turned and looked, and there they were walking through. Didn't make any sound or anything. And that was kind of an odd angle. Spun around and got 1 shot off. Finally. Oh my gosh. The tag is finally punched. Love how beautiful they are. Oh man, wasn't sure if it was going to happen. Still got a couple more to do. But so thankful. So thankful. It's going to be my Thanksgiving turkey, I think. Shoot. I thought I had a bear. Sorry. Pretty wobbly. Oh, I'm so excited. That's why I'm wobbling. Thought I had a bear. It's another moose. Still pretty cool, but man, would have been more cool with a bear. All right, see if I can go find a deer still. Good morning. Friday morning. Ralph's down at the... Hold on. Something just busted loose. Hold on. Alright. I don't know what it was. Most likely it was a deer. Caught my scent. I was just getting ready to say that it's a beautiful morning. Beautiful sunrise. But the wind has not been helpful. I get up here, it's in my face the whole way up here. I get up here, and then boom, it's at my back. So it's really brushy down in this draw, so I doubt I'm gonna see, ever know what it was. And I got one more clear cut that I want to get to. So I'm not gonna hang out here very long. But fingers crossed. Let's hope Ralph puts down a turkey or two. Let's hope I find a deer or get a turkey. I'll take either. Prefer a deer. I do have a turkey goblin just a couple 100 yards to my left here. It just gobbled. I don't know if it caught that. But I need to get to the next clear cut and then maybe get back and shoot that turkey. Here we go, Friday morning. Okay, so jump 2 mule deer, looked like a doe and a fawn, and then whatever I kicked out of the other draw, and that's it. The wind did not help. It's amazing. Amazing how it can just switch and be 100% wrong. But gonna head back down towards Ralph. Like I said, I had that turkey goblin earlier, so I'm gonna see what happens there, and see if there's anything else on the way down. So put my bow in my pack, and now got the shotgun. We'll see what happens. Here we go. Friday night, headed out. No luck. Had a bird putting next to us right at the end and couldn't find it. Couldn't see it, couldn't find it. So headed out. We got one day left. See what happens. Okay, I'm eating breakfast. I'm gonna do an update real quick. It's Saturday morning. It's our last full day. Came in, got up at like 3, like normal. Came in, got in here like around 5 or so. Maybe 5:45. Seen turkeys generally in the same place. Yesterday morning, I think the morning before too, I can't remember now. So we set up in a little bit different place, a little bit further over the ridge, because it seemed like they were dropping below us when they came out of the roost. Anyway, did all that. They were there again. We heard them in the trees. We heard them talking. We heard them when they came down. But we don't know where they went after they came down. And we, at that point, we didn't know exactly which tree they were roosting in. We just had heard them the previous mornings in that area. So Ralph stayed up top. I circled all the way down around the bottom of the area where we'd heard them, just to see if maybe they were down in the brush, and I'd maybe flush them his way. Anyway, we never found them. We never saw them again. But on my way back up, we found the roosting tree, which is the first time. I should have gotten video of it. Maybe I'll get video of it tonight when we go back. But we found the actual tree that they've been roosting in. And so now we've just got one more piece of the puzzle. But for the rest of the day today, it's pretty overcast. It's been raining off and on, just light sprinkles, so not bad, but it's pretty windy too. The rest of the day we'll probably walk logging roads, see if we can catch something or hear something, see something. And then if nothing works out that way, we're going to head back to the roosting tree tonight and try to set up there and maybe intercept them on their way back to it. So that's the update so far. What time is it, Ralph? Like 9? 9. Yeah, it's right around 9 o'clock. So that's it so far today. Okay, really quick update. We found the roosting tree this morning. I think I talked about that. And we walked the logging roads, walked quite a bit, put on some miles today. We did hear a few turkeys. We did jump a few turkeys. We couldn't get any shots. We couldn't find the ones that we heard. So now we're back. It's about 3:45 or so. We're back on the same spot, same ridge where I shot my turkey a couple days ago. They came across this ridge at 4 o'clock 2 days in a row. So we're hoping maybe they'll do it one more time. And then if this doesn't pan out, or even if it does, then probably around 6 o'clock we're going to head to the roosting tree that we found earlier today and set up there and see if we can ambush them coming in at the end of the night, or end of the day. Fingers crossed. Here we go. Here's the roosting trees I didn't get video of earlier. You can see there's feathers all over on the ground. More down there. So this tree right here is at least one of the trees. But then this tree, and this is steeper than hell here too. This tree, I think it's this one. Yeah, it's hard to see now because it's been raining all day. But this tree, you can see all this white stuff on the ground is their droppings. So it's kind of like a barnyard beneath the tree. So this is the main roosting tree right here. So we were just walking out because it's been just pouring on us. Of course now it's not. But we were soaking wet, pretty cold. Wind was blowing. We sat for 2 hours further up the ridge. Our plan was, hold on a second, I'm gonna switch this around. Our plan was, hold on, is that on the screen there? Our plan was to come here for the last hour and a half and sit here and wait for them to come in to roost. Well, we were coming down this ridge, had one trail camera left to get, and all of a sudden we hear a bunch of putting, and it's close. And so we both get ready, but I've got like a stand of trees between me and where the putting's coming from, but Ralph doesn't. So I don't know, but he can see them. And so next thing I know, I see him raise his gun and he fires. And of course they all take off. Well, anyway, long story short, it was too far. They saw him, so they were busting out, but it was too far. It's like 57 yards, and they all flew off. So they stayed close by. So Ralph has been looking now just to be sure for the last easy half hour. And I've been trying to call them back in because they were, calling to try to get the flock back together. But they just would not come. Like, they knew something was up. So I've been kind of chasing them and calling them for the last half hour. Ralph's been looking to make sure he didn't actually hit one. It was too far. It was 57 yards, just too far. So right at the end, we almost pulled it out. We got tomorrow morning, we'll probably come in here. I'm not sure now because I think the birds we just shot at they're 50 yards from the roosting tree. So I think they were just hanging out here before they went to roost. It's probably almost 6 o'clock. So they're not going to be there tomorrow morning anyway, and that's what we were going to do. So I'm not sure. We'll have to figure out what the plan is tomorrow. We for sure have to pick up my deer stands. Ooh, just got all foggy. I'm not sure what that's all about. So I guess I'll wrap it up, and I'll update you tomorrow if we do anything tomorrow morning. Sunday morning, we only have a couple hours before we have to head out. We got to break camp, pick up 2 deer stands, tree stands, and then got a 5.5 hour drive home. So we had a couple hours this morning, came in, gave it a shot. Unfortunately, we slept through our alarms this morning. Not sure how. So we got in here a little late. On the drive in, there were 2 turkeys running on the road in front of us on private. So they were already out of the roost. But we haven't heard or seen anything. So I think actually we heard a turkey fly when we first got in here. Other than that, nothing. So it's probably going to wrap it up. 2021 deer turkey season, I guess. Supposed to be elk archery, but thanks to the fires, that all changed. But coming to a close. So in 5 days, I'm headed to Montana for archery, elk, and deer. And hopefully I actually get to do some elk hunting. And I'll be there for a week. So looking forward to that. And we'll see you down the road.